This is TommyInnit, a content creator who has gotten billions of views and became a millionaire at the age of 16. He's recorded with famous people like Mr. Beast, The Sidemen, Ninja, performed live shows, and even won Guinness World Records. But how did he get so successful? In 2017, 13-year-old TommyInnit started his journey on Twitch to change the platform forever. He streamed on and off every single day, and it's where he met his friend Tubbo. Although at this point, he was only averaging 5 to 10 people per stream, and he rarely streamed for over an hour. He was just another average kid amongst thousands of other kids doing the exact same thing, until he made a decision that would change his life. Tommy took a break from streaming on Twitch, and it's when he'd upload his first video on the TommyInnit channel that you can still watch today. While going to school every day, he uploaded videos consistently, even though they weren't getting many views at all. They were Minecraft skits he edited on his mom's computer. However, the content would start to see huge improvements over the next couple months. Tommy would start picking up trends, which at the time was PewDiePie vs T-Series, and he was starting to learn how YouTube worked, until Hypixel Skyblock released. By this point, he was only 15, and it was when he really started to grow. Hypixel had a unique take on Skyblock. They took the whole idea and added a lot more to it to make it into a whole different game. It wasn't long before half of the entire server was playing it. Even to this day, Tommy took advantage of this success, and he would start to see his first real growth ever since starting YouTube. He was finally getting thousands of views per video, which led him to finally hitting 30,000 subscribers and getting the YouTube rank. It was at around this time where Tommy would come back to streaming on Twitch, but it wasn't the same story as last time where he was just another average kid streaming to no viewers. This time he had an established audience on YouTube, so a lot of them were going to check out his Twitch. So when he finally started streaming again, his Twitch would start to pick up heavily. His average viewers were doubling every single month while gaining tens of thousands of followers, and he was only getting started because it was only then when he got invited to SMP Earth, the most famous Minecraft SMP at the time. This was arguably the hugest turning point in Tommy's career, and the funny thing is, he wasn't even supposed to be in the server. He got extremely lucky on a random coincidence, and before he knew it, he was in a server with Captain Sparkle, Technoblade, Quackity, and it's even where he met now one of his best friends, Wilbur Soot. He was only 15 years old, and he was one of the fastest growing channels at the time, and that was only the tip of the iceberg of what was going to unfold. As Tommy established himself on SMP Earth, getting all the more viewers by the day, he was also networking and started to get noticed by the Minecraft community. His videos alone were getting so many views because of the content he was able to make by just being on the server. However, all good things come to an end because SMP Earth had its final day in April of 2020. The server was shutting down and everyone was giving their final goodbyes, destroying every build, settling the final business deals, and it was Tommy's highest viewed month of all time. But you would think that would be the peak of his viewership, right? There was no more server to stream on, and he couldn't record anymore with all of these YouTubers. Well, you would be wrong to assume anything, because April of 2020, when the server shut down, 1,000 average viewers. A month later, 1,500 average viewers. Another month later, over 2,000 average viewers. This kid was growing incredibly, and it was evident that people were watching him because of him and not the people around him. This gave him a lot more freedom because he was able to stream things other than Minecraft, games like Terraria and Five Nights at Freddy's, and it wouldn't impact his growth. But all of a sudden, from June to July of 2020, Tommy had more than quadrupled his average viewers in just a single month. How is this possible? Well, in a random stream, he got an invite to a server made by Dream and his friend, and it was just a stupid stream where they'd mess around and not do much. However, this stream would prove to be life-changing. People found this interesting and funny, so this continued. First stream, 2,500 average viewers. Second stream, 4,000 average viewers. And it kept on climbing and climbing, and by the end of the month, he was consistently getting over 10,000 live average viewers. And just at the start of the same month, he was only averaging 200. This growth was exponential and unheard of. It was because Tommy brought his personality onto the server. Believe it or not, Dream was hesitant to invite him at first because he already knew what would happen. Before Tommy joined, they were building houses and reading out donations, but when he joined, he wreaked havoc on the server. But little did they know, this was the best thing that could have possibly happened. Tommy continued to ruin Dream's Minecraft server and continued to cause chaos, and day by day, he continued to grow insanely fast, and by next month, Tommy was up to almost 23,000 live average viewers, which was 10 times what it was just 2 months ago. Tommy was now one of the biggest streamers on Twitch, and he'd only just turned 16 years old. Things would only go up from there as the Dream SMP continued to grow and a lot more people were starting to join. A dedicated fanbase was starting to grow out of proportion, and a ton of fan pages, fan accounts and communities were seemingly coming out of nowhere. Every month was better than the next. From 22,000 average viewers, it doubled again to 45,000. It was at around this time where the Dream SMP was getting insane recognition from outside of the Minecraft community. These streams were also being uploaded to YouTube, and fans were quick to show support. I've just realized the Dream SMP would not be the way it is today if it weren't for Tommy. Tommy made it entertaining. Who knew a 16-year-old boy could change Minecraft YouTube history forever? Tommy would stream on the SMP with Ninja, and just the next day he would stream with Pokimane. Ninja and Pokimane both at one point being the biggest streamers on the Twitch platform. All of this was bringing even more attention to him, as his stream as Ninja was made into a video on his YouTube channel, which is one of the most popular videos on his channel, currently sitting at 30 million views. It looked like things were not slowing down, especially with everyone being stuck at home, and trust me, it did not slow down. By the end of the year, Tommy was boasting an average viewership of 170,000. It was hard to fathom, considering just a few months ago in the same year, he was only streaming to a few hundred people. But this isn't where it all ends. The following year of 2021 was where Tommy really started to break records. January of 2021, 256,000 live average viewers. February, March, April, May of 2021, over 200,000 live average viewers. Tommy had just got over 200,000 live average viewers over an entire 5 months. This was absolutely unheard of on the whole platform, and it had not been done by anybody else. During these months, he'd become the most followed Minecraft channel on Twitch, and he'd broken the record of the most concurrent viewers on a Minecraft livestream. On January of 2021, he streamed the Dream SMP finale and had a peak viewership of 650,000 live concurrent viewers. To put this into perspective, it was the third highest all-time record on Twitch at the time, and it even beat Ninja's stream with Drake while Fortnite was at its very peak. Keep in mind, he was only 16 years old. At this point, Tommy was living the dream. It seemed like nothing could go wrong. He broke records, he was on the news, he was collabing with every YouTuber, his channel was exponentially growing, he was unstoppable, and he was going to college now, literally.
I have my college essay due tomorrow. I have my college essay due
However,
tomorrow.
all good things come to an end, and just like SMP Earth, the hype around the Dream SMP started to die down. It's where Tommy would see mega declines in his viewership every single month. Though these are still incredible numbers, it was rapidly decreasing from where it once was. And fast forward a couple of months, a prominent figure in the Dream SMP, someone who played an incredible role to the storyline, Technoblade, had uploaded this video. He would explain that he was diagnosed with cancer, and it genuinely came to a shock to everyone. Nevertheless, things continued as usual, but everyone was aware of this in the back of their head. Then very sadly, another couple of months later, after everyone had kind of assumed Technoblade was fine for now, his father uploaded a video explaining that he passed away. This came as a bigger shock to so many more people. It really wasn't the same without Techno. He was an important part to the storyline, and he'd done so much that it was difficult to continue without him. Later on, the SMP was eventually shut down, and it was only the legacy that remained. Tommy's viewership steadily decreased, but again, he was still averaging tens of thousands of viewers, and he was still really popular. He went on to hosting a tour of live shows in the UK, and every single one of them completely sold out. People really enjoyed what he was doing, and the shows turned out to be extremely successful. Fast forward a couple of years, not much happened at all. Tommy's viewership continued to slow down gradually, now only having a couple thousand viewers and losing followers every single month. Though this is to be expected, because he barely streams anymore, and currently Minecraft is on a decline. At around his peak, Minecraft was on top of the world, but nowadays it's slowly going back to how it was before lockdown. But who knows, maybe one day we'll get a Minecraft OG and everyone will come back, or maybe Hypixel will finally be released.